Hmm. Hey y'all, welcome to the stream. Hopefully, can y'all hear me? It's not giving me like mic input, so hopefully y'all can hear me. Um, we should be live. Hopefully the mic is coming through. If anyone can let me know, I appreciate that. But yeah, we got the NBA draft. It starts in 14 minutes, 50 seconds. Dylan, what's good? King Seahawk. Yo, what's going on? Yo, 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 what's going on? Clear as day. Awesome. Like a prime time in the chat. What's up, my guy? Rain the goat right back at you. Aaron, you're my goat too. Appreciate it. Salute you 2G. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet out real quick the link. But yeah, I'm excited for this draft. Woj just said on ESPN that apparently Brandon Miller is still the leader to be the number 2 overall pick, which is really interesting to me. Man, Scoot Henderson going number 1, right? That would be amazing. Who you want going to? Honestly, Brandon Miller going is the most fun outcome because then I think there's a lot more drama in the draft. If you see us to trade up, I'll be upset if we trade down. I don't think we'll trade down. I think if anything, we trade up or we just stay at 12. Y'all think any trades are going to happen? H bomb. I sure hope so. That would be sick. I'd love to see some big name trades. Let's go ahead and I'm going to tweet out the link real quick. Give me your bold predictions for draft. Whether you think about trades or where players go, let me know who your favorite players are in this draft. Your favorite team. Who do you want them to take? Everything in between. As always, love to do some going over predictions with y'all. I'm just tweeting out one more time that I'm. Hmm, let's see there. Who are the Thunder going to pick, Nathan? If you're asking me, I think Bilal Coulibaly is probably the number one guy that I think we'll probably end up with. Um, if we stay put at 12, but we'll see. Pelicans going to trade up. Age I would love to see that. Alden, what's good? What's good with you? Just waiting for this draft at this point. What if Scooter Miller don't go 2 or 3? I mean, there's a possibility. Apparently, Ahmed Thompson is really interesting to the Blazers there at 3. Will we see the OKC Thunder in the NBA Finals next season? I hope so. I think Portland and Dame would be best served keeping their draft pick. I think Dame should be traded, in my opinion. I think the Blazers should start this thing over. I see we got a Blazers fan in here, Barf Baron. Hope you're doing well. Year was drafted last year. LOL. Wemby will be a Spur. Exactly. Shut up, Chet, my guy. Dame era over tonight. I don't think it's over tonight, but I think it could come. It could come to an end real quick. We'll see. Do you see the Celtics making another trade? I think they could. I mean, they have the 25th overall pick. I think that's a ripe opportunity for them to make some kind of deal. Down a little bit. It's also throwing me off because I typically don't record with this webcam, but it works better for streaming than my usual setup. So, like, things are reversed for me, like it flipped. So, I'm so thrown off with the directions. Thunder pick Jordan Hawkins. That's interesting. I would love the shooting. Heat fan here. I suspect the Blazers front office weren't really going to negotiate with us in good faith on a Dame trade. Well, apparently they were trying to get Bam Adebayo to come over to um, Portland, which doesn't add up to me. Cone should have had him and his bro react to the draft. Yeah. Also, shout out to all y'all that showed support on the first episode of Brian I's podcast that we brought back. I think I'm going to make a separate channel for that to kind of build it under its own umbrella. But Ryan's busy with some stuff, so we couldn't hop on for today. But we do want to do live streams in the future of some stuff. Paul George is going to the Knicks. I mean, that'd be a fun outcome. I'm here for all the big name trades, like unless it involves the Thunder. Don't trade anyone from the Thunder. Cone, love your content. Marcus, appreciate you. Alden, you had a podcast. Yeah, my brother and I started one back up. Put it out. I had a couple people tell me it didn't show up in their subscription box though. So you and Ryan 1v1 dropping soon. If he wants to, I'll do one. Let the 2K rebuilds come back. I might do some of those in the off season. Just stream some. I mean, why not? We'll see. I think it'd be fun. How do I find the podcast? I upload episode 1 of the podcast on my channel here. It's just under it's a couple videos back. I know I dropped a few videos in the past few days because, it's been hectic. I don't even know where I put my phone. There it is. Let's go Thunder. Let's go Thunder. Thunder up. Are you friends with the other NBA YouTubers? Yeah, I am. Shout Kenny, Jacob, Rusty Buckets, um, Alex Hoops, my guy, a couple others. Is the pod on Apple Podcasts? Not yet. I'm gonna get it up on Apple Podcasts, there, Spotify, everything in between. I'm gonna get it in those spots. What do you think about Cat for Dame? I mean, I don't love it because Cat's a little bit older. Cone, when I meet you in person, so cool if I call you Cone. Yes, absolutely. Cone. So a lot of people don't know the story behind Cone. It's a nickname. My real name is Connor, spelled Connor, which is weird because I had a friend who just kind of shortened it to Cone because he thought it was Conner, and Cone kind of just stuck. So it's a nickname I have in real life too. So I respond to it at this point, and that's going back to like 10th grade, and I'm 23 now. So are you covering the whole draft? I'm gonna do probably just the first round. I've done the whole draft in the past, and I was completely exhausted. Also, I've been nonstop grinding out content these past couple of days with these big trades, so I probably won't do the full draft. That's just a lot. Do I plan on doing a collab with other YouTubers? Yes, I've got a couple stuff in the works. I think we're also going to have me and Ryan. We're going to have guests on our podcast talking with some other guests. So we want to have on some guys. My guy Jacob, Rusty Buckets, as I'm sure a lot of you know him. He's gonna hop on my podcast at some point. So at least him. I'm sure a couple others too. I've talked with a couple of other my friends in the content creation space about hopping on. Get the deep three. I could probably get the deep three on. My guy Mo over there. Shout out to him. You getting you through your 12-hour shift with this live stream. I got you. Where's Dylan Brooks sign? Probably the Rockets. I mean, that feels like the number one outcome. So they're doing player intros right now over here on ESPN. For a collab with JJ Redick. I love to. I mean, I'd love to collab with JJ, um, but I don't know if that's anything in the cards any point soon. Could Alex Caruso get moved? I do think so. I don't know if they're going to, but I think it's a possibility for sure. I think the Bulls should blow this thing up. So right now, Bilal Coulibaly, future Thunder legend. I'm telling you, that's the pick. I'm telling you. Shout out Bilal. Poole put up 31, 2, and 5 on a 15, 6, and 7 or 1567 record in Washington. Could see that, yeah. Who do you have being picked for the Thunder? I think it's also Grady Dick's outfit is crazy. I don't know if y'all have seen it yet. It's crazy. One of my bold predictions is I think Keontae George falls pretty far. Not like super far or anything, like out of the first round, but I think he could fall to like the 20s. NBA player did you meet with in person? I met Poku from the Thunder in person. Um, did I meet any other players in person? I've talked to a lot of players through Twitter Spaces and things like that. Like I've interviewed a few different players, but in person, I've met Poku. I met Sam Presti, which was super cool, getting to meet him. Who do you want the Thunder to get? I'm hoping Hawkins or Lively. I don't know if I want a big, just because I think Chet is the center of the future. So I am a little bit shaky on Lively. I'd like him better if we trade down. Hawkins, I like the idea of Hawkins a lot. I like the idea of the shooting. Same. That's the same thing with Grady Dick. That's why I'd also like him on the team. Bilal Coulibaly is someone I like. If somehow Taylor Hendricks fell, he'd be an incredible piece to pick up. I'd love to trade. I mean, but I think we'd have to trade out for him or Jerice Walker, two players that I like a lot. So, have you ever seen any famous NBA moments in person? I saw Josh Giddey's triple double at Madison Square Garden earlier this season. I would call that a historic moment. So I was there for that, and also Shea had a great game in that too. The triple OT game between the Thunder and the Sixers from years ago, I was there as well. I was at that game. It went so that story is my older brother, who y'all saw on the podcast, the first episode. He's a Sixers fan, and so we've gone to a couple of Sixers OKC games in Philly. I was there, and we missed the first half of that game because there was snow that caused a bunch of traffic. We get there, and it ends up going to triple overtime, and it was one of the best games I've ever seen in person. You think they could find minutes for Koulibaly and Zhang? I think there is a way to find minutes. It is kind of tough because we have a lot of different players at. I mean, I think the wing positions are more open than the guard positions. It's just really tough with the Thunder right now because we're trying to figure out who is a piece going forward. I think we could find minutes. I wouldn't be surprised if Koulibaly ends up getting some G League time if we do draft him, but at the same time, I don't know. I don't know what happens between him and Ooze, which it's kind of a problem with a number of guys on this roster. But I do think there is space. I saw someone mention that I shaved since the Chris Paul video earlier. I did, yeah. For some reason, every time I don't shave for more than a few days, someone decides to comment that I need to shave. So, can you talk about the Hornets? Yeah, for sure. I mean, Charlotte's in an interesting spot. I think LaMelo Ball is a better fit with Scoot Henderson than people are giving it credit for. I really think those two guys could work well together. I think that should be the pick at 2. I think they should go Scoot Henderson. He's my second best prospect in the entire class. I do think Brandon Miller is going to be really good, but I do lean Scoot a bit more. But at the same time, I'd kind of like to see the Hornets take Brandon Miller just because I think the chaos would be incredible. You're not big on Scoot Ryan, 6'1" point guard who can't shoot and is quite poor feel. I think Scoot's gonna be fine. I think the shot has I like the mechanics on it. I think he's got high upside to eventually be a pretty solid shooter. The athleticism is a huge plus, the playmaking. I'm a big Scoot fan. I can see why you'd be a little more down on him because of the shooting, but to me, Scoot is the second best guy. Why do you think talent is better than fit? I don't think that's always the case, but when you're in a position with Charlotte where they're in such an early stage of the rebuild, I don't think drafting for fit makes sense. Like, they're not good at this point. They've got a lot of work to do, and I think taking the best player available. Also, they just showed Case Wallace on the ESPN broadcast. Case Wallace is one of my favorite players in this entire class. He's going to be so nice. But yeah, I think fit makes more sense later on in the draft, or if you're a team that's competing for a championship. But I think you should go talent at the top of the draft 100% of the time. Thoughts on the Warriors trade recently? I was talking about the Chris Paul one. I dropped a full video on that, but kind of just to recap it a little bit. I think Jordan Poole is a great pickup for the Wizards. I love the idea of him being over there, getting that fresh start. For the Warriors, I like Chris Paul over there. I do worry a little bit about the injury issues, and I think there's more moves to come. I think they still need to shore up the defense. But overall, I think it's probably going to be a solid trade if Chris Paul does stay healthy. But I love it for the Wizards. I think that's a phenomenal deal for them. Does Poole average over 25 points per game in DC? I think he could probably average right around that. I think he's going to shoot a million times a game. Chris Paul, star point guard on his way to be with the star point guard. Yeah. I mean, it's a fun pairing. Like the idea of the playmaking of Chris Paul, Draymond, assuming he comes back, and Steph Curry is really fun. What do you project Kobe Buffkin for a Pelicans fan? I think Buffkin I've got 2 theories. One, Buffkin goes 8 to the Wizards. I think there's a real chance that that happens. The second one, I think to be honest, I don't think he falls past the Raptors. I think the Raptors are going to pick him up if he's there, assuming there's no trades. I'm just talking with the current layout that we have. I will admit a Poole Tyus Jones backcourt does sound intriguing from here. I think it's really interesting. I mean, it's you're not going to win a bunch of games, but it's at least something that's kind of young and fun rather than just hanging around the middle of the pack forever. What do you think about Lou Dort? Love Lou. The defense is great. I definitely need to see him improve on the finishing around the rim. Would love the 3-point shot to be a bit more consistent, but the defense is incredible. I don't know. I know a lot of Thunder fans are really down on Lou Dort. I'm not really that down on him. I think the defense is incredibly valuable to what we do, and a defensive grouping of him, of Chet, Shea showing the improvement that he did this season, J Dub. I think we could be one of the top 10 defenses pretty comfortably next season. So I think that's pretty valuable. Do I think the Mavs trade the pick? I do. I do think they end up trading. What's my sub goal for the end of the year? I don't know. My goal was to hit 40K by the draft, and I hit it literally today. Which, by the way, I want to take a moment. Thank you all so much for 30,000 subscribers on here. That's unreal. We've hit that number. It means a lot to me. Really appreciate y'all. So I don't really have a specific goal. I mean, 30K was my goal by today. We were able to get it done, and that's all thanks to y'all out there. So really appreciate y'all for that. But yeah, I'm not sure for future goals. We'll see. How do you stay humble? I mean, like I'm just talking about basketball on YouTube. Like the only reason why I'm able to do any of this is because y'all support me. Like it's I put in a lot of work to like get stuff done, but it's all because of y'all that I'm able to try and live out my dream and cover sports like this. So I just don't take any of that for granted. I think Derek Lively drops the Warriors pick 19. I don't know if he drops to 19. I think that's kind of far. I think the lowest he would go is to the Lakers, if I had to guess. I think the Lakers don't like Derek Lively past them. You said I could get 100K by the end of the year, JJ. We'll see. We'll see. You want to make videos like me, but you don't know how to get started. Honestly, and I've had a lot of people ask if you want to get into content creation and videos, just do it. Like just like get a webcam, or you can even use your phone. Like your phone. I record videos with my phone because I have like one of the newer iPhones, so the camera's really solid, and that way you don't have to buy this super expensive camera. You can already just use your phone. You can set it up, record it as a face cam. You could also just throw in some pictures and talk over them, like Funky Diabetic does. Just make content. Like my first videos were not good. I can assure you that. You can go back and look at those. The videos were bad for a long time. I think it was only recently that I've actually like started to make like pretty good videos. And of course, that's all part of the growth. But I think you just kind of have to go out and do it. Just make content. Like that's always my number one thing to people is just try it out, and you'll improve over time. Your first videos won't be great. Like you're gonna have to find your voice. You're gonna have to find your style. Like it took me a while to do, and now I'm able to do it. I've kind of found that rhythm, I guess. Alden asking, do I work? I mean, I do this. I talk about basketball with Bleacher Report. I do some live streams through the Bleacher Report app. A lot of times, shout to them. It's been really fun to do stuff like that. I also run social medias for Enjoy Basketball. Kenny Beecham, King of the Fourth Quarters brand. So him and I are worked together through that, which has been super cool. So I do a couple of different things, and that's kind of my whole thing is just covering basketball at this point. Anyone you want to collab with? Um, Probably Kenny. I mean, him and I have talked a couple of times about collabing on his channel not that long ago. Last summer, we were supposed to do a collab, but I got my wisdom teeth out, and because of some complications with schedules and him changing up an idea for a video, we didn't end up doing the collab. We're going to try and do it at some point soon, hopefully. But yeah, that's been something that's been kind of in the works. I've also got an idea for a really fun series which involves other NBA YouTubers that I think would be a ton of fun. So I'm going to also continue to try and work on that. Waiting for the NBA 2K content next year. I don't know if I'll ever do like super in-depth 2K content. Maybe I'd make another channel or something. But I do think that doing some like live streams for rebuilds and just talking about would be pretty fun. You should try making shorts. I'd love to make shorts. It's just a lot of time. It takes a lot of effort. I want to get into that rhythm, and I'm going to try and push shorts out at some point soon, but we'll see. My voice sounds warbly. Is it just me? Is anyone else hearing like kind of weird stuff on my end with the mic? If you are, let me know. I hope it's fine. Oh, my audio's off? Whoa, why is it off? My internet might be kinda bugging. I'm gonna give it a bit. The mic's kinda in and out. Alright, we're gonna test something. Is this louder? It's delayed. No issues there. Maybe it's hmm. I just wanna make sure the audio's coming from my mic and not my AirPods. If that was the case, I'd be wrong. So, hopefully it figures out. Honestly, it might just be my internet bugging a little bit. Hopefully, it's good. Let me know if it changes. You hear and see me perfect? Weird. Maybe it's just a YouTube thing. Socialite, thank you so much. I appreciate the super chat. Found you when you only had 1K subs. Sound it coming. Yeah, let me bring. All right, I'll bring the mic closer. What if I put it like? How's this? Is this better? We'll see. I think it's a bandwidth thing. It sounds better. Okay. Hopefully that fixes the issue. Okay. I do think my mic's been going a little bit. I've had this one since I, like, really started doing YouTube, so there's a good chance that the mic is kinda going a little bit. I might need to get a new one soon. I've noticed that in my videos when I edit, I've had to turn up the volume a little bit more because the mic is quieter at this point. Yeah, apologize. Alright, the Spurs are on the clock. Everything is lined up, it's just the mic quality does not sound good. Why is the mic being strange? Hmm. I know sometimes if a stream is bugging, you can reset it or, like, you can refresh on your end, and it might fix the issue. Wonder who the Spurs take. Yeah, I wonder. Underrated player in this draft, Casey Wallace is one of my guys. New to the content, but really enjoy it. I just subbed this week. Sounds like a pickup thing, either noise canceling or mic's on its way out. Yeah, the mic might be on its way out, to be honest. I'm gonna let me move it as close as I can. My voice also might be a bit off because I've been making videos nonstop the past few days. But who was it that I was just reading someone's message. You're also new to your content, but I really enjoyed just of this week. Thank you, I appreciate it. It really means a lot that any of y'all watch. I really appreciate that. Mm. Will the Blazers trade Dame tonight? I don't think tonight, but this is going to tell us a lot. Do the Hornets pick Brandon Miller or Scoot? I think they take Brandon Miller. I really think they're going to. Hey, Jack, how you doing? You missed Marcus Smart already. That's what I've heard from Celtics fans. 1 to 10 Grady's red suit. It's strange. I have not decided if I hate it or love it. I'm gonna go 5 at the moment. I'm gonna go 5 at the moment because I'm undecided. Cone's videos this week have been they traded what? That's pretty much it. That's kind of what the content has been for the past week. It's just been the most confusing trades that come out of nowhere. Do you think the Thunder will do a move up or trade something during the draft? I think a move up's possible, but I don't think it's likely. Should the Warriors re-sign Draymond? I think they have to. They're already showing Vic. I love how they're talking about Vic going number one. They're showing him where to go when he does get selected. He got game. I'm also happy that Wemby went to the Spurs. I think that's a great situation for him. Imagine they don't draft Wemby would be the single most shocking moment in NBA history. See an underwhelming day for Bulls Nation. Yeah, I know the Bulls fans I've talked to want to see them trade into this draft. I don't know if they will. Hopefully they do because I think they could use some talent there. Ethan, did you just go Grady Dicko mode? That's crazy. That's a crazy nickname. When's the draft start? The Spurs are on the clock right now. We're waiting to see who they end up picking. Who knows who they pick? ThreeCone just got here. Will you be reading any draft tweets and who's going off the broadcast? I really haven't decided. I mean, I have the notifications on. We'll see what happens. I'm gonna try. I might read some stuff, but I don't know. We'll see. I definitely won't read anything when we get close to the Thunder's pick because I want to be surprised. But it's always tough because I want to be able to talk about things immediately in the chat with you guys, and sometimes it takes them forever on these broadcasts to say anything about them. So, also a beef I have with the draft. Why do they not make it so that things can be official so that guys don't have to go up there and put on the wrong hat, talk about this team that they're not going to? All right, y'all. Who do you think's going number one? Drop your takes. Who do you think's gonna be a Spur? Yeah, why are we dragging this out, Dylan? That's a good point. Amari Bailey, Scoot, okay. Spurs trade the pick for Austin Reeves. I like it. Spurs taking Leonard Miller. Who do you think would be better, Chet or Wemby? Unbiased Wemby. Wemby is a generational type guy. I think Chet's gonna be amazing in this league. I'm a big fan of his, not just because I'm a Thunder fan, but I always was leading into the draft. And I think Chet's gonna be incredible. But it's Victor Wembanyama. I can't pick against him right now. Maybe if Chet had an amazing rookie season, I could push it a little bit more. But with Chet not really playing yet, they're gonna take Miller at 2. Isn't it big mistake? I don't know. What does Wemby have over Chet? I just think the offensive, like, I think the defense is a bit better than Chet's, even though Chet's is amazing. Just Wemby, by virtue of being like 7'5", almost like I think what is he 7'3", 7'5", somewhere in that range. The wingspan, like I think him and Chet are both gonna be elite defenders. I think Vic's got a little bit more offensive game, although Chet's got the better 3-point shot. So we'll see. But I think Vic's just got a little bit more on him. Why are we taking so long for this pick? Okay, here we go. We can finally do this. Adam Silver finally coming out to announce the pick, guys. Yeah, Wemby's handle is better. Victor Wembanyama is a Spur, guys. Who saw it coming? Who saw it coming? Congrats. Any Spurs fans in here? Congrats to y'all. I can't lie. I'm incredibly jealous, but I think him being in San Antonio, he's gonna be really successful there. We've been known he's going number one since last year. Yeah, this has been something we've known for like more than that, more than like I feel like a year and a half at this point. And now, well, the best part is now it gets really interesting because we knew Vic was going one. See what happens. Who goes two? I want y'all's predictions. Scoot, Brandon Miller. Who goes two? Brandon Miller. Got Scoot, Scoot, Miller, Miller, Zion, Scoot. I'm going Brandon Miller. I think the Hornets do it. I think the Hornets go Brandon Miller. Can we at least hear what you're hearing? Lionheart, I would, but if even if you play audio of the draft stream, this whole thing can get copyrighted. My channel can get a strike. Like, I would love to, at least have y'all be able to hear it, but I don't have any of the rights to it, so I can't. GG Jackson to the Hornets at 2. Who do you think will win Rookie of the Year? Wemby, Chet, or Scoot? You can hear through it. Ross is live? I don't know. I feel like typically you're not able to. It's crazy that you pay $150 for League Pass, you can't even watch the draft on there. It is kinda wild how that works. Crazy that Vic's finally in the NBA. Shout out Vic, man. Agree, Dylan. Happy for Wemby. Um, Interviewing him right now. My guy's tearing up, rocking the Spurs hat. He's gonna be so good. Ooh, Wemby's brother like looks a lot like him. I mean, of course, because he's his brother, but like the resemblance is definitely there. Ooh, man, I'm stressing over this Hornets pick. I'm stressing over this Hornets pick a little bit. He seemed like a really nice, intelligent guy on the JJ Wright podcast. I watched some of that podcast. I became an even bigger fan of Vic through that podcast. Like he just seems like such a humble guy. Like he seems, I don't know, just he just seems like such a cool dude. Bulls better trade up. I got 15 minutes left on my break. Hey, good luck to you. Good luck to you. I'm nervous and I'm not even a Hornets fan. Yeah. What do you think about OKC trading up for Dick or Walker? I trade up for. I don't know if I trade up for Grady Dick. I'd trade it for Jarvis Walker though. If Dick's available there, I'd love to get him at number 12, but I don't know if I mean, I guess if you trade up like 1 or 2 spots, that's fine, but who is this who is this guy at the draft? They got a cowboy at the draft with the Spurs mascot. They're going crazy over Wemby. Woj spoiling it already? I thought Woj wasn't tweeting any of the picks. Spurs fans going crazy at the arena. If Shams is the one spoiling, classic Shams. Who are you most excited to see play in the NBA outside the top 5? Whoever the Thunder select is number 1. Let's go with I think Casey Wallace. I said this earlier. I think Casey Wallace can be really good. I'm a big Jarris Walker fan. I don't know if you're considering him top 5. Um, what other guys am I really excited about? Jordan Hawkins. I've become a big fan of Jordan Hawkins too. I think his shooting is. Oh my gosh, this dude's got Victor Wembanyama like shaved into the back of his head. That's crazy. What is going on? You think Zion's still a Pelican? I think he's going to be. Although if Scoot doesn't go here, if Scoot's not the pick at 2, the Blazers phone is going to be blowing up. Hornets went Brandon Miller, man. We'll see what happens. I like Brandon Miller's game a lot. I think Scoot's the better player, man. I think this might be a mistake. Now what happens? Ooh, y'all say choke. I mean, I guess you could say he's a better fit, but at the same time, like, I don't know. I'm a believer in talent over fit at the top of the draft. All right, y'all. Is someone going to trade up? Let's see what happens. Zion to Portland now for real. The Hornet slander is going crazy in the chat. Brandon Miller is really good. I wanna make that clear. Brandon Miller is really good, but I'm definitely more of a Scoot fan. Blazers select Cone. Okay, real quick, this is inside info for y'all. I've been planning this for a couple years. I might legitimately enter the draft next year. There's a way you can do it. I've been planning this for like a couple of years. I think this year might be the year I actually try and do it because I'm living in New York right now, so I could go there and be there at the draft. So if you see that happen, y'all were the first to know. You take me over 8, and I appreciate that. I have the dog in me, so Lakers and Nets discussing a potential deal. Interesting. Ben Simmons has Cone posters on his wall. That'd be crazy. I don't even know if there are posters of me out there. Cone better than Jokic. Blazers trade Scoot to OKC. That would be crazy. What's up, Cone? Not much. How are you? Let's go Hornets. Good luck to the Hornets fans out there. Hopefully, I really hope Brandon Miller is great for y'all. Cone in the zone. That's kind of clever. Any predictions for the Spurs record this year? I think Vic's really good. What was their record this year? They went like 20 something, 20 something and 60 something. Let's see. The Spurs went 22 and 60. How much do I think Vic adds? Malik, love you so much. How much does Vic add? I'm gonna go with like 35, 36. It also depends what other moves they make. Big new basket. How I'm doing? I'm doing well. How are you? Lakers and Nets discussing a potential deal. What do you think it is? I mean, I guess the Lakers trying to get a couple of picks. I don't mind that, to be honest. If the Nets are trying to trade up to get that one pick and the Lakers get a couple of young guys, I kind of like that deal for both sides. Would Dame finally ask for a trade after this? Maybe. I don't know. Guessing 40 wins. They don't seem to be making any big moves, and they have a decent core. 40 is a lot, though. Like the West is really deep. Although Vic is great. DFS and Royce with 21 for 17 and Beasley or Bamba. I mean, I'd love the idea of both those guys with LA. I still feel Rockets make the shock pick of the draft and take the star. I mean, that'd be kind of crazy. That'd be dope. I want chaos. I'm team chaos. Is what I am. Woj lied. He tweeted. Wow. Classic Woj. Nobody's talking about Wemby shooting 29% from three. I've seen a decent number of people start to talk about it actually. Is it crazy to say Wemby won't win Rookie of the Year? No, I don't think it's that crazy. I think Chet, Scoot both have shots. I think Wemby's gonna be the clear favorite. It's a Blazer. There could be a trade that still goes down throughout tonight, but for right now, Scoot's a Blazer. We'll see what happens. Amon Thompson going to shock the world. I like Amon's game a lot. I think he could be really good in Houston. I'm a big fan. What trade would you like to see the Thunder make? I mean, I wouldn't. I'd like to trade up if we could pull it off. I don't know how far we'd have to go, but I think going up to like 8, 9, 7, like one of those spots. I don't think the Pacers traded at 7, but going up a couple of spots is cool with me because I really like Jarris Walker and Taylor Hendricks. Yeah, Tyler, we'll see what happens with Dame. That's one thing I'm going to be looking out for. If y'all see any Dame news, let me know. Fear for you. The Thunder are the clear rebuild winner of the pre-2028 era. I'm a Wizards fan who thinks the Wizards are basically trying to fill that post-Thunder era. Sounds good. Really hope we get Dan Man. I don't think I know who Dan is. If Dame Lee will be stacked with talent, that's my thing. I think this is a perfect chance for Portland to go ahead and move on from Damian Lillard, and you could sort of crazy reload. Oh, Dame. Okay. I was like, who is Dan? Am I forgetting about a Dan in the league? Dan Lillard. I'll just scoot. I really think. I mean, I even if they keep Dame, he stays. Picking up Scoot at the third overall pick is such a steal for them. Dylan, appreciate the super chat, man. Have some extra money. I'm feeling generous. You did not have to do that, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. One of the realest ones that's out there. Danilo Gallinari. That is true. That's a Dan. Scoot Suit is crazy. Big fan. Huge fan, man. Keep it up. Thank you so much, Blank. I really appreciate that. Either Rockets getting Jarris Walker or Sawyer Thompson. I think the Rockets are going Almond. I think they go Almond Thompson. I'm gonna work by the tune for this good stuff, man. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I enjoyed the pockets of my life. Thank you so much. We appreciate that. We're gonna have more episodes coming soon. I think we might film another one tomorrow. We gotta talk about post draft and all this trade stuff. Was waiting for Ryan to rant about the Sixers for 10 minutes. Hey, give him time. Give him time. All right, who y'all got at 4? You think it's Amon? I think that makes the most sense, but we'll see. I think it's Amon. a bit pot about post draft grades. I'm definitely going to do some like winners and losers of the draft or like my favorite steals of the draft. If there's one team that I think was a big winner, I'll also have a video about that. If there's any big trades we see tonight, there'll be a video about that. There's a lot of content. Don't worry. KBJ too good to be a six man. Get Jalen out of there. I mean, I think KBJ fits more as a six man than Jalen Green does. What do you think about the Rockets to get Ime Udoka? I think bringing in a defensive-minded coach makes sense for that team. I didn't think Steven Silas was great for them. It made sense to bring in a new coach, and I think adding a guy like that, that kind of he had that experience with helping the Celtics kinda take that next step. I think he could help them out. I think the Rockets are on a fine path. Almond Thompson and Jalen Green is gonna be one of the most athletic backcourts of all time. It's gonna be crazy. Almond on the phone. "Hey, Desmond, how you doing?" Yeah, I think Almond's gonna end up being the guy. Yeah, they keep saying Almond wrong. Oklahoma is not too far behind. I don't hopefully not. I don't think it will be. Oh, someone's moving out there in the hall outside my apartment. What do you think Portland is gonna do? I think Portland I honestly, I think they keep Scoot, and I think we might see a Dame trade, if you ask me. The fact that no trade has happened yet makes me think that it's gonna end up being that the case. I also think Amon's gonna go number 4. Houston's making the pick right now for me. Yep, Amon Thompson, selected 4th overall, going to Houston. Shout out to the Rockets. I think that's a great pick. Love you, come first person that came to mind for the live watch party. Thunder up to you too. Appreciate you tuning in. All love to you too, Dylan. What do y'all think? Amon Thompson. What do you think about the top 4 picks? I mean, it's kind of gone chalk so far. Obviously, Scoot and Brandon Miller was kind of up in the air, but from what we had heard, it was probably going to be Brandon Miller. So it's kind of gone chalk so far. We'll see if anything big ends up happening. Maybe there is like no no actual trades, but we'll see. Scoot should have been number 1. You think him over Vic? You have a star at 5. Yeah, this is where it gets really interesting because now there really is no chalk. A star was my mock at number 5, so that's kind of the way I'm leaning. You're only about 20 seconds behind? Okay, that's not too bad. Detroit should get a wing. Yeah, they could probably use a player like that. Main difference for you between Amon and Asar? I mean, Amon's like the more athletic guy. I think a star is a bit more and kind of more like a playmaker. A star is a bit more polished offensively. And also, the defense is a little bit different too. So I don't think Amon's got that much of an edge over Asar, to be honest. You think Detroit will go Jarris Walker? That would be I mean, I think Jarris would be really good. I would love him in OKC. I don't think he's gonna get even close to us. Of course, we'd have to trade out for him, so it does a real feeling seeing your twin brother get drafted. That's something that's really cool about, the 2 of them. The 2 of them grew up, played together in Overtime Elite, and they're going to get to see each other probably both get drafted top 10, top 5, 6, maybe even for a star. Big fan of Jaime Jaquez. I love him to either Golden State or LA. Those are two spots I really like from him. I think he's going to be one of those impactful players right away. You saying he reminds you of Kenny Hustle? I see that. I also really like Jaime Jaquez. I think he's going to be one of those impactful players from the get go. OKC second round playoff run next season. I don't know. I think we make the playoffs. I think we do make the playoffs outside, like beyond the playing tournament. This year's Western Conference Rookie of the Year race is stacked. Yeah, we've got Scoot. You know what's something I'm so mad about? Now there's Scoot, Vic in my conference, in the Thunder's conference. It's unbelievable. I hate it. Do you think Derek Lively goes to OKC? I don't think so. I think Chet's the big. Does OKC need a backup point guard? I mean, maybe if Trey Man doesn't end up panning out, but at the same time, I don't know. We'll see. I think we could take a guard. I wouldn't be surprised, but I think it's most likely we take a wing. I like I like too many NBA teams. That's the thing. Of course I'm a Thunder fan by far and foremost, but I also just like good basketball in general. And so that's part of the fun with the draft is seeing all these different guys and the opportunities that they have and the way that those teams are going to work out. Sorry, going fifth for sure. I think the Pistons are going to go with him. I really think so. I didn't end up draft or I didn't end up dropping my full mock, but I did have a SAR going number 5. I'll let you know. I'll keep you posted on what I who I ended up having mocked. There was going to be a mock if Chris Paul and Jordan Poole did not get swapped. So blame them. Wallace, the Dort sub. I would love Case and Wallace in OKC. Interesting to see who drops, but still, Buffkin, Miller, Hawkins, maybe Whitmore as backups. Whitmore is going to be the really interesting player because I think there's a real chance he falls pretty far. Because if you didn't see, there's apparently some concerns about his health, like his physicals. What if this is Taylor Hendricks? Would not surprise me, to be honest. Who do you want us to draft? Bilal Coulibaly is one of the. If I'm talking realistic guys, I think Bilal Coulibaly is pretty good. I also would not mind Casey Wallace. I wouldn't mind a shooter, either Grady Dick or Jordan Hawkins. There's a number of guys that I wouldn't mind in this draft whatsoever. As a Laker fan, I hope we can get a good player like Jordan Hawkins. I like Hawkins to the Lakers would be perfect. Add some shooting, one of the best movement shooters in the entire draft. Like I think he brings a lot of value. Asar Thompson, number 5 to the Pistons. There he is. There he is. All right, the mock stays alive. Wow, going 4 and 5. That's so dope. That's so cool for the Thompson twins. Shout out to them. I mean, both her sons going back to back in top 5 must be amazing. Yeah, shout out to their parents, their whole family. That's awesome. Adam Silver did say the Detroit Pistons. All right, 6 is interesting now. We've got the Magic on the clock. My mock had Anthony Black here. I think this is where Anthony Black is gonna go. I think it could be Anthony Black. I think it could be Cam Whitmore. I think it could be Jarris Walker. I think it could be. I mean, it could be a number of guys in this spot, but Dylan saying he's got Kobe Buff. Yeah, let me know who y'all got going here. 6 to the Magic. And Whitmore falling outside the top 10. I mean, I could see it with the injury concerns. Victor Scoot Chet in the Western Conference. Yep, exactly. That's the life of a Western Conference fan. Don't love that. Breaking news: Thunder 13th pick forfeited due to tampering draft eligible player. Not only did we fall from 12 to 13, but apparently it was taken from us. Trade Ivy. Think Orlando makes the playoffs next season. The Magic could. I think it depends on the progression of the young core. Asar is that good. Me and Zay think so. Therefore, we're right, or that he's that guy. Absolutely, I trust y'all. Can a number 12 pick be better than J Dub? Let's be real, especially with the current roster. Are you asking if they could be better? I mean, Jada was exceptional for 12th overall pick in his first season. Who do the Pacers pick? I mean, it depends who goes when. I think Anthony Black is going to go here. That was what my mock draft was. And Anthony Black going here. I had the Pacers going Jarris Walker at 7. So I think that's the way that they go. Shout out to the Thompson twins. The fact that the two of them are going back to back is so cool to me. Magic could use Kaysen. They could. I mean, but he might be there at 11. So I would really love for the Thunder to somehow get one of Hendricks or Jarris Walker in a trade up, but I think it's becoming unlikely. If Anthony drops, I don't see Sam forcing to draft him. Yeah. I think this is Anthony Black. I think Anthony Black is going to be the guy that's taken. What pick are they up to? We're up to pick 6 right now. The match. This feels like it's. I can't believe it's been 43 minutes, and this is only pick 6. Thunder trade up to 7. I'd absolutely be down for that. Oh, that's crazy. 4 top 5 picks were not college players. That's kind of cool. All right, Adam Silver coming up, 6 overall pick. We have Anthony Black as the 6th overall pick. All right, the mock lives. My mock's still alive up to this point. It won't last very long, but there's Anthony Black. He was a huge riser in the draft. Got that run wrong. Good job, Cone. I mean, it was just I saw some kind of intel that he might go here, so really hope the Mavs don't screw up with the pick. I think they trade it if I'm being honest. Unless if like Taylor Hendricks is there, I think that's a great spot to just go ahead and take a player. I think Stebbins, Jarris Walker, if you ask me. Kobe Buffkin being a wizard, that's where I think I had him going. I think Anthony Black in Orlando is really fun too. Apparently, they're rumored to be looking to move from Cole Anthony or Jalen Suggs, apparently, so that clears up some spot at the wing or not the wings, at the guard spot. Cam Whitmore has not been taken yet, Eli Davis. Apparently, there was some concerns with his medicals that he might keep falling. Well, so this is super weird, right? So I'm listening to my headphones. It sounds like there's music coming over there from like another room in my apartment right now that they're playing at the draft right now. The audio is like way off. Buffkin six and Black eight, so I wouldn't be surprised or wouldn't be mad if they flip spots. Yeah, I mean, I think they're both pretty highly touted guards. So Anthony Black is a really fun player. I know there were a lot of Thunder fans that wanted him, but um, you know, we're on pick number 7. This is where I think Jarris Walker probably goes to Indiana. No trade so far, surprising me. Yeah, we haven't gotten any trade so far up to this point. What number are y'all in this draft? We're number 12, Eli. Belo something happened. I'm gonna take a look at my tweets. I won't say anything if y'all don't want me to, but I just saw something in the chat. Okay, I mean, whoa. I mean, people are saying that people are blowing it in the chat right now, but whoa. Yeah, I probably should. I wasn't gonna look, but well, the mock. I won't say what's about to go on, but the mock draft is dead. The mock draft is completely dead. I won't spoil. I'm not gonna spoil anything. Don't worry, I got you. I won't say anything specifically. Like chat, I can't stop chat from saying stuff if they're going to, but I specifically won't say anything. Love that from you. I got you. Anthony Black to Orlando is really fun, by the way. Apparently, a report that OKC is making some new plans for a Thunder arena. That's cool. How do people watch a live stream while watching TV? This is my first time. It's a foreign concept to me. I mean, I just have like one over on the side, and I mean, I guess I'm speaking in the live stream, so it's different. But my brain's really active, so it moves back and forth. Bilal Coulibaly to the Indiana Pacers at pick 7. Pick 7. I thought he was OKC at 12. That's crazy. Pick 7. Shout out to Bilal, man. I became a big fan of his throughout this process. Unfortunately, he's not going to be a Thunder, but yeah, the the mock is dead. Furthering the Grady to OKC agenda. Yeah, I mean, Dylan, it might be Indiana that promised him. It might be. Wizards move up a spot for Bilal. I wonder what they give. I'm seeing from some people in chat that this he might be going to the Wizards instead. We'll see. Brendan, I also really like the Pacers over there. Just checking, people have no reading or idea on our other picks. It's just the 12th pick we care about. Yeah, I mean, 12th pick is our bet. We have pick 50. which people really don't know really what's going to go on there. But pick 12 is the big one for me personally. I mean, of course, there's all the other drama and stuff involved too, but that's crazy. It's crazy how quickly Bilal moved up. It's crazy. These interviews have been having a weird start to them. Drop my phone. Ignore that. So reports coming. So Woj is saying that apparently Bilal is on the move to the Wizards actually, and that he's going to be traded. They basically traded up a spot. How we doing? Well, I was kind of setting Bilal or Jarris, but I wouldn't mind Hendricks. Who we thinking now if we stay at 12? I would love Taylor Hendricks. I don't know if he's going to fall that far, but I'd love him. Also, shooting in general would just be cool. So, shout out to Bilal, man. That's so dope. I love seeing players rise like this. It's kind of a similar situation to J Dub, who really shot up draft boards in the process. Orlando Thunder and Raptors, all like lengthy boys, all like Hendricks, going to be a bidding war with Utah and the Mavs. That's the thing. I don't know if he gets past those teams. That's the problem. Yeah, they're saying on the broadcast, Bilal Coulibaly, or Bilal, I believe, is being traded to the Wizards. So the Pacers get kind of a big win here. So according to the report, it's I believe a couple of second round picks to trade up one spot from the Wizards. They're going to get Bilal Coulibaly. The Pacers still get Jarris Walker, who was my favorite fit in this entire draft for them at this spot. They get some more assets. I think this is a huge win for the Pacers. I love that trade for them. Get more assets, get an incredible player in Jarris Walker, who I think fits perfectly in that front court. It's a good fit. Bilal and Jordan Poole, yeah. I want to say real quick, I really like what Washington has done over this past week. I think Washington's done a good job of beginning this rebuild. I like that rebuild start. I'm glad we blew it up. Me too. I was hoping the Wizards would do it for a while for y'all. Get him a Wizards hat, 100%. I hate how they don't get them the hats like right off the bat. Who do you think is going to be drafted by the Mavericks? I still feel like they might trade the pick, but if he's there, I think Taylor Hendricks is a no-brainer. Cason Wallace could also be an interesting piece. I think they could use the defense, like a defensive-minded guard. Where do I think Kuzma goes? I have no clue. I thought it would be Phoenix, but they don't have the money for that. Yeah, Jarris Walker being picked up by the Wizards. He's going over to the Pacers. We got Bilal Coulibaly going to the Wizards. How far is Cam Whitmore going to drop? I don't know. We'll see. He keeps going. Coulibaly is great because he's going to have a developer. The Wiz would trade him to the Spurs in coming years. I like I like the idea of picking up a player like him who's kind of raw at the beginning of your rebuild. Like the Wizards have gone from a team that has no excitement whatsoever in this past week to now having Jordan Poole, Tyus Jones, some fun young players in the backcourt. They've got Bilal Coulibaly. They've still got Denny Avdia. They've got Johnny Davis, who I'm not giving up on because it was just one season. I really think the Wizards have done an amazing job of getting this thing started. I hope Hawks make some trades. There's rumors. I mean, I think them trading with the Mavericks between 15 and 10 is a real possibility. Kuz to Dallas if he accepts a sign and trade to get back Bertans and capital. I think a Kuz sign and trade would really just put the cherry on top of this whole thing for the Wizards. Tyus Jones and Poole backcourt defense sounds pretty cooked. Jones is a solid defender. I mean, it's not gonna they're not gonna be good, but it'll at least be entertaining. Like they'll get buckets. And it's the start of a rebuild, so the tank is probably on. I think this is a Taylor Hendricks spot for Utah. Dylan, I agree. I think this is probably where Taylor Hendricks goes. But Cam Whitmore keeps falling. Eventually, it feels like someone's probably going to take a chance on him. Maybe this is another Michael Porter Jr. situation. Jordan Poole for tank commander. Jordan Poole is going to be one of the best tank commanders of all time. I'll tell you that. Can you recap the trade? Sure. So it's, I believe, the full details. Let me go ahead and check the tweet now that we kind of know the trade is happening. Let me go ahead and check it. Um, the full trade details are Bilal Coulibaly. That was so basically the Wizards moved up a spot to get Bilal Coulibaly. Pacers get Jarris Walker out of that deal, and they get 2 second round picks. So basically, the Pacers took 2 second round picks to move down a spot. So no no Jalen Williams in this draft. I'm asleep for real. Can you recap the Wizard trade? Yeah. So it was Jarris Walker is going to the Pacers. Bilal Coulibaly is going to the Wizards, and the Wizards are getting 2 second round picks. In my mock, where did I have Jalen Hood Shafino? I think I had him at 16 to the Jazz. I think 16 to the Jazz. Who do you think goes nine? I think this is Taylor Hendricks' spot. This feels like the perfect spot to take him. You had Jalen Hood Shafino going 21 to Brooklyn, and then Bryce Sensabaugh at 22. It's a pretty solid pairing. Get some offense in there. All right, we're going to commercial break. Utah's pick is in. We'll see what happens. For OKC, now that Bilal Coulibaly is gone, I'm going to go. I've got to make a prediction. So Hendricks, I think Hendricks is going to go here. I think he goes here or 10. There's no way he gets to the Thunder at 12 unless we trade up, in my opinion. So assuming we stay at 12, it could be Cam Whitmore. It could be Kobe Buffkin. It could be Casey Wallace. It could be Grady Dick. It could be any of those players. I think those are the guys. That's my thought, at least. Shark Fang, I also had Bilal going 12. Who do I want OKC to take now? It could also be Jordan Hawkins. That's true. Outside shot at Ryan Rupert. I don't know. I'm not the biggest Ryan Rupert fan. If it was later on the draft, maybe, but I don't like the pick at 12. Who do I think the Warriors pick at 19? I think I had Jaime Jaquez mocked to them. Either Jaime Jaquez or Chris Murray were two guys I had mocked to them. Got Rob on the phone, and it won't take long. Dame Laker. Okay, I trust. The same press you pick as Noah Clowney. Can see it. I mean, I'd be surprised because that's high, but not the craziest thing I've ever heard. I'll say walking to the Pacers is a steal. I had him at 5. I I'm such a big Jarris Walker fan. I love this Pacers team. The Pacers are a team I play with a lot on 2K. It's gonna be the same thing. Like whenever I play against someone, if I want like kind of a fun team to use, that's not like one of the the OP squads. I'll take the Pacers. They're just a really fun team. Although Tyrese Halliburton shot is so broken 2K. I know it's weird in real life, but OKC trades up at this spot? Question mark. I would like it if we could get Taylor Hendricks, but the worst pick has got to be the Magic so far. For Anthony Black, I like Anthony Black. I think that's a fine pick. I think Anthony Black is fine, especially because it seems like they're probably going to clear up the guard rotation. They've got Suggs, Anthony Fultz, Black. Like they've got so many guards at this point. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a deal go down either during the draft year with Cole Anthony. I know the Lakers were rumored to like him, so either involving like Cole Anthony or Jalen Suggs or something like that. Buff could have gone to OKC. Maybe I thought he might go by now. To be honest, I think I mocked him at 8 to the Wizards, if I remember correctly. So Lakers linked to everyone. Yeah, that is kind of how it goes. This Jazz pick has been in for 40 years. Can we please get to this pick? We went to that. We went to that long commercial break. All right, Taylor Hendricks is what I'm predicting here for the Jazz. It makes too much sense. Yeah, it's Taylor Hendricks. Great pickup. Great pickup. He's going to be so good there in Utah. Taylor Hendricks is a great pickup for Utah. I love that pick for them. I feel like he could have gone higher. He's from the get go going to be a really, really solid player. The defense of him and the defense of Taylor Hendricks and Walker Kessler is going to be crazy. We really think the Blazers should compete in Scoot or Zion / Ingram. Well, I just got some text. I just got a lot of text. I've heard some news. I've heard some news. I heard some news. I'm getting a lot of texts. I'm seeing a lot of messages from y'all. I don't know if I should say anything and spoil something, but I got some news. Don't look at chat. It's a little too late. It's a little too late. Um, so I know what the Thunder have done. I have learned what the Thunder have done. That's one the pick, I promise. I mean, it's been spoiled for me because I had like 30 people text me the second that the news came out. So spill the beans. Do y'all want me to say what we're doing? Should I mention what we're doing? So uh, the Thunder are trading up for pick 10, and we're going to be selecting Cason Wallace out of Kentucky. We're getting Davis Bertans. We're taking in his contract. We're not giving anything up other than pick 12, and we're moving up to pick 10 to take on Davis Bertans' contract. So the Thunder are getting Cason Wallace, who I said earlier in this stream is one of my favorite prospects in this entire draft. I love this pick. I'm a massive fan of OKC doing this. Using the salary cap space to take on a bad contract, move up a couple of spots, get a great player in Payson Wallace. Love this deal. Absolutely love this. Also, everyone is freaking out in chat now about Davis Bertans in particular. No, Mark Jones, we don't have 12. We traded up from 12. We don't still have 12 now. I was just talking about it right now. Man, Payson Wallace, the defense of Cason Wallace, Lou Dort, Chet Holmgren, oh my god. I love all the conversation about Bertans. And I'm a big fan of this Casey Wallace pick. The Thunder are gonna be a problem for sure. I forgot that he wore Shea shoes to a workout. Hey, shout out to newest Thunder legend, Cason Wallace. Let me get an overview of what Cason Wallace does. Great defender, immediately, an amazing defender. I also think he's got more offensive game. I mean, he's another Kentucky guard that we're adding. I think he's got more offensive game than people realize. Uh, I don't think he starts right away. No, I think he comes off the bench. But we're looking for a backup guard. Trey Mann has been up and down over these past couple of seasons. You now bring in a guy in Cason Wallace. You use that salary cap space that you have to just absorb a contract, which is exactly what you should do as a rebuilding team. Love the Cason Wallace pickup. I can't say enough positive things about Cason Wallace. Literally, I said earlier today that he became one of my favorites. Mike, is the mic messed up? Um, Cason Wallace is Cason Wallace is one of my favorite players in the draft. Sorry if the audio is cutting out. Man, I'm Silver's currently announcing the Bilal Coulibaly Jarris Walker trade because for some reason we have to wait like 3 picks. I'm so excited for Cason Wallace. I'm so excited. I'm so hype about this. He's gonna be so good. The league let us get another Kentucky guard. Are you kidding me? Did they not learn the first time? They didn't learn. Man, what a pickup. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Mavs managed to dump huge salary just for 2 spots back W. I agree. I think the Mavericks also getting to dump the salary was a big win for them. I think it's a big win for both sides. This is one of those trades that I think makes sense for both OKC and Dallas. What was the trade I just got here? So the Thunder traded pick 12 and took on Davis Bertans' contract to move up to 10 and select Casey Wallace. That's the pick, or that's the trade. So the Mavericks moved back to 12 and didn't have to, or and lost Bertans' contract. Honestly, want Cam Whitmore. Whitmore would have been fun, but the injury concerns are real. If he's fallen this far, it's clearly a concern. Raptors won't get Case and Wallace now. Rip. Kobe Buffkin's going to be good. I think he's the pick for the Raptors now. Case and Wallace, Thunder legend. One of the best perimeter defenders. Exactly. The defense is going to be ridiculous. It's going to be so good. Alex remind me of a big frame Kyle Lowry. I could see that a little bit. And they have yeah, potentially great interior defender in Chet too. West even more competitive now. Case and Wallace, Thunder legend. Exactly. They just told Case and Wallace that he's going to OKC. I'm about to get a Case and Wallace jersey ASAP. I'm about to get that jersey the first second it drops. Do we have any other draft picks tonight? OKC also has pick 50. Yes. All right, we got pick 11. I'm ooh, I'm still on the high from the OKC trade. Whoa, Jet here? Jet at 11 is surprising. Wow. I mean, shout out Jet. Jet's good. I'm surprised. I thought he was gonna go a little bit later. Cam Whitmore keeps falling. Who's gonna be there? So who's at 12 in Dallas at this point? Dylan, you called that in your mock. Congrats. I did not. what medical was the reason for Cam falling this far? We don't know what it was specifically, but apparently there was some concern. If anyone knows the specifics, let me know because I don't remember what they were. But Payson has some type of medical, something medical going on. Yeah, Whitmore is dropping like fast. No way this dude is named Jet. It's a cool name. Heard that it was a thumb injury. Interesting. Star Wars type name. Orlando's probably blown up the guard rotation. I would imagine they probably trade either Suggs or Anthony at this point. Wonder if the Mavs trade again. I wouldn't be surprised. I think at this point in the draft, he's worth the risk. I think this is probably a team will take him that's more competitive. Like, if you remember when Michael Porter Jr. fell at this, like a few drafts ago, back in 2018, when he fell to the Nuggets, they were a team that was kind of already on the verge of competing, so they could take that chance. I think that's a team we could see. I think if there's like the Mavericks could be that team that goes for Casey Wallace. My phone is lagging because so many people are like replying to my tweets about Case and Wallace. It seems like OKC always does some weird trade that shocks everyone at this point in the draft. New Orleans at number 14 for Cam Whitmore is really interesting. That Magic trade was terrible. Which one? OKC loves to trade for old vets and get rid of them. We'll see what happens with Bertans. I mean, he provides some shooting if it's consistent. Did we only take on Bertans' contract with any picks involved? We traded pick 12. We traded pick 12 and took on Bertans for pick 10. But outside of that, I just sorry, did we get what did we get for the 12 besides the 10? You heard Dort was in the mix. No, Dort was not involved. We just took on Bertans' contract. We just swapped picks 12 and 10 and took on Bertans' contract. How about the Mavericks? Must have been a rumor. Yeah, I think it was because people were thinking about the salary involved, but we didn't have to take on any salary. So, or we didn't have to give up any salary. Who's the greatest Thunder legend of all time? And by that, you mean guys who never actually played a game for us? Kemba Walker is one of the elite Thunder legends, I will say. Who else are some Thunder legends that never played a game? Danny Green, Ricky Rubio is another good one. Kelly Oubre, all great Thunder legends. Danny Green is an all-timer Thunder legend. Exactly. Why are you spamming A? Why are you just spamming A in the chat? What does that have to do with the stream? He's calling for ball. Yeah, someone kick the ball over to him. Anyone top on the OKC bandwagon? Coming out. Nope, no more A, Jackie. Sorry. So I wonder what the Mavericks do here. Dennis Schroeder is an actual Thunder legend. That's real. Yes, if anyone wants to join the Thunder bandwagon, this is your last chance. Explain to me why we got rid of Lively. Got rid of Lively. Why, like, the Thunder didn't go for Lively? Is I mean, I think Chet's the center, so I don't think we need to draft a center here. I don't think we have to. Lively is such a Laker at 17. That feels right. Thoughts about OKC pick? Love it. I've been saying for a little bit. Casey Wallace is one of my favorite players. I said at the start of this stream that Casey Wallace is one of my favorite players in the draft because he's a high level defensive guard. You know, we do have Trey Mann, who is, I'm still hopeful that he can be a really solid player for us. But now we bring in a guy that I think is a bit more ready to produce now, and the defense is an excellent pickup. I really think the Thunder are just building a defensive juggernaut. Lively's a Mav. I thought they already announced it. Oh, I mean, he might be. I'm watching. I haven't looked at Twitter yet, so he might be a Mav. I'm not sure yet. Who did we trade? We didn't trade anybody. We just swapped picks 12 and 10, and we took on Davis Bertans' bad contract. That's all we did. What happened to Amani Bates didn't follow him so close? He kind of struggled his first year, and I believe then he went over to Eastern Michigan and had a solid season. I think he's going to get drafted, but it's going to be kind of down the line. He's a number 50 some prospect. What are we gonna do with Bertans? I mean, I think we don't have to play him. We can just have him chill. What does this mean for Trey Mann? I don't know. We'll see. I guess it's gonna be up to him. I'm just not a common question. What's up with the mic? You send much for your videos. Apparently, I think the mic's having some issues right now. I'm sorry it doesn't sound great. I think there's some issues going on with the mic right now. I apologize. I really don't know what's going on. Derek Lively to Dallas. I like that pickup for them. What's the next pick? Toronto at 13. People aren't ready for shit average 45 on only mid-range fadeaways. They're not. Who is the GOAT? Baller Boys? Lou Dort. Are we done tonight or just getting started? I don't know. We'll see. We only have pick 50 left. So, Kyle Lowry's the undisputed GOAT. I mean, we just talked about Lou Dort a second ago. Remember when Lowry tried to burrow underneath George Hill? At least I can say you got drafted by our franchise. There you go. I just hope and first Shingu, now Derek Lively. I mean, Chet's going to be the center. We also have Jay Will as well backing him up. Like we have bigs, and there's also time to add more guys. I think adding Kenrich Williams healthy at the end of the season will also help on the boards as well. So disappointing the lack of trades. It always seems to be the case where we think there's going to be a million trades and there isn't. There has been a decent bit of movement. Hot take: we need to trade Chet. I'm nervous he's a bust. Chet's going to be amazing. I can let you know. Do we get Lively or not? If you're talking about OKC, no, we don't get him. He's going to Dallas. You think a Pelicans trade might happen? I mean, we could see it. I don't know though. What's the bench unit looking like now? What does the bench unit look like? Let's say. I mean, I think the starting lineup is still going to be Shea, Giddy, Dub, Dort, and Chet. That's probably going to be the starting guys. I think Casey Wallace probably comes off the bench as one of the top. I think it'll probably be minutes between him and Trey Mann. I would have to say for that bench spot. I mean, there's also Isaiah Joe too. Will probably be the backup. Two, there's Aaron Wiggins. Ooze will probably be also involved in there. Jay Will comes off the bench as the center for probably Chet's backup. It's going to be a combination of guys. Cambridge Williams is also going to be thrown in there as well. We'll see what happens at pick 52. I don't know if we make that pick or not. What's the word on Poku? He's been dealing with some injuries, but hopefully Poku's good to go for this next season. Toronto, I think Toronto's going to go Kobe Buffkin here. Grady Dick is a Toronto Raptor. That what do y'all think about about Grady Dick's suit? What are we thinking? The suit is crazy. The suit is fire. The fact that he got drafted to the Raptors kind of makes it fire. I can't lie. The fact that he's got the red suit on for getting drafted to Toronto is kind of fire. The suit dropped Grady Dick 4 spots. I could have been. Still better than Trey Young's suit shorts. Yeah, this is better than Trey Young's suit shorts. It's better than the Kevin Knox Fortnite suit. Who's better, Scoot Henderson or Vic? Vic. Vic's better. I love Scoot though. Summer League All NBA first teamer Kevin Knox. Cam to the Pels. Yeah, Cam Whitmore keeps falling. I got drafted. I would have. Yeah, if they told me you can get drafted, but you have to wear a Fortnite suit, I'm also wearing it. I can't lie. Thunder picked Lively. No, we drafted him for the Mavericks. We got Cason Wallace, defensive guard out of Kentucky. Who's better, Kobe or Jordan? Jordan. I'm honestly surprised that Grady is going to Toronto. Kind of unsure about this pick for Toronto. It doesn't feel like a typical Raptors pick, like a sharpshooter. Typically, they like to go with those like lengthier defensive guys. But I mean, he fits a need. They need shooting. You think the Lakers are keeping their pick or a last minute trade? I mean, I think it depends who's available. Favorite player and favorite team? OKC Thunder, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. I mean, like if the Lakers, if like Cam Whitmore's still available, take him. Take a player of that caliber. I also like I don't know. It feels like to me at this point the Lakers, if you haven't gotten a deal done, should just think about keeping this pick. So apparently, so what was you saying that uh, Zion was never offered in any trades, as far as he knows. Really surprised they didn't draft one of the PGs available. Buffkin and George are available, and I won't doubt Masai. I mean, I think it to me, it feels like Fred VanVleet's probably gonna come back at this moment. Will Kaysen play with Share backup? I think Kaysen backs up. There will probably be moments where they're on the court together, which I think are gonna be really fun, but he's gonna come off the bench. I'm really curious to see what the Pelicans do here at 14. This is a really interesting spot for them. I think in my mock, I think I have Jordan Hawkins going here to get them some shooting. I mean, put shooters around Zion and Brandon Ingram, I think is the best way to go. And Whitmore or Kobe Buffkin, I think either of them could go here too. Why don't we trade it for Cam or Kobe at this point? I mean, the problem is the only pick we have left is 50, so we can't really trade up. We'd have to kinda trade in, which would take a lot of assets, so it's tough. Oh, the A's are back. How did the A's return? I don't know how the A's are back. I'll put them in timeout again. I guess maybe the timeout ran out. Let him cook. Another trade being announced. It's I'm guessing the OKC one. You think he's learned his ABCs and he's stuck? It could be the case. I mean, maybe I'm hurting his progress. Jordan Hawkins, the Pelicans. That's exactly where I had him mocked. Great fit. Great fit. Love that pick for them. Bring more shooting in. And Whitmore keeps dropping. He's not a lottery pick, which is crazy. I mean, does Atlanta just take him at this point? Like he's still there. I can't believe Cam Whitmore's not a lottery pick. That's so crazy. Wouldn't be shocked if they go Euro. I mean, if Cam Whitmore wants to fall to the Thunder at 50, I think Utah will tank next season. I mean, I don't think they'll outright tank. Like they'll have Lowry, they'll have some solid players. I just don't think they'll be as good as some of the other teams in the West. Yeah, if Cam Whitmore makes it to 17, I do think the Lakers pull the trigger. Someone's got to take him. Like someone has to take him at some point. They won't make the playoffs for a while. Yeah. Yeah, don't. I'm not sure if it's just a thumb at this point if he's fallen that far. I just read, so I thought I'd throw it out there. I don't know. MJ or LeBron James, Lou Dort, like Dylan said. What do you think of the Thunder trade? I like the Thunder trade a lot. What are we doing with Bertans? Just dealing with it or gonna let him walk? I think we just keep him for right now. There's no rush. Pick Bron or Kobe, LeBron. No one can get OKC from the perimeter now. Two great normal sized perimeter defenders in Dort and Kaysen, and then two large guards in SJ and J Dub. There you go. Have the Thunder dropped the Kaysen Wallace here yet? Because I need to make an investment. Let me go take a look. I'm late. What's your opinion on Scoot going third? I think he should have gone two. I think the Blazers got a huge pickup there. We'll see what happens with Dame now with him being with Scoot being now taken and they didn't trade the pick for a star. We'll see what happens, but I don't know. Do you see the Thunder trade back into the first round at all? I don't think so. I think we probably just stay from it. They should give more floor comparisons than ceiling comparisons. I'm surprised they don't give like a floor and a ceiling type thing. I guess you always want to look at the top outcome. Atlanta making the pick. Is this Cam Whitmore? Nope. It's Kobe Buffkin. He's really good. Cam Whitmore might be a Laker. We'll see. Let's shout out to Buffkin. I was doing something or any trades that happened. Trades. Well, how long have you been gone? I remember you being in chat, but like, how long were you not here? The rumor that a player expected to be picked at 10 was exhausted from just practice. I guess that was Cam. Maybe. I mean, again, like there was something with his medicals apparently, but he was here after the OKC trade. Okay, there's been nothing since the OKC trade. Hopkins gonna be really good. I like that pick getting another guard for Atlanta. They're in a weird spot because they've got like two great guards. They could probably use a backup. They don't really need wings. Like they've got Capella and Onyeka Kongwu. The Hawks were a weird team. I think Buffkin's going to be good there, though. Allegedly, it's knees. I mean, it makes sense when teams would be concerned, but I feel like eventually someone's just going to take the chance. I also feel bad for Cam because for a while he was projected maybe as high as four to the Rockets, maybe even like four to the Rockets, maybe even five to the Pistons. But he was projected within that top 6, 7 range, and he just keeps falling. I really did not think he was going to fall this far. This feels very Michael Porter Jr. esque, but now he's fallen even further than that. Buffkin suit is nice. I feel like there's been a lot of good suit picks for this draft. Like the Grady Dick one was kind of wild, but you know, yeah, Cam has medical concerns. We're hearing rumors that it's knees. We don't really know. Also, is it just me or does this first round feel like it's taking a lot longer than usual? Like, we just hit the 2 hour mark on this. I feel like usually the first round is almost over by this point, and we're like just over halfway through. Do the Lakers take the risk? I mean, we don't know the depth of the injury problem. If it's something huge, then maybe not because they're trying to compete now. But at the same time, I think Cam Whitmore is really good. If I think it's worth the risk. The Jazz, I think, are a good spot to take Cam Whitmore because they've already gotten him. So, Ethan, why do we trade up? Do we think Dallas was going to pick Casey Wallace? Maybe, but also it could have been maybe we thought Orlando was going to take him. And I mean, we all we did was just take on a bad contract, so it wasn't that big of a deal. There probably just was some like fear that maybe Orlando was going to take him. He would have been a good fit in Dallas too. So maybe Dallas is like, hey, we're going to take him, take on Bertans' contract, and we'll just we'll swap with you. So Mr. Alarm just woke up. What happened? Um, Victor went number one. Trades the Thunder sent pick 12 to the Mavericks in exchange for pick 10 and took on Davis Bertans' contract. We drafted Casey Wallace, great defensive guard out of Kentucky. The Pacers got Jarris White in a deal with the Wizards, who end up with Bilal Coulibaly, and they swapped a couple of second round picks. But those are the only big moves being made. Cam Whitmore's fallen a ridiculous amount. There's injury concerns apparently. Um, we don't know where he's going to go yet. Waiting for your Heat. The Heat have a lot of really interesting options on the board. Do you think the Heat will trade for Lillard? I keep hearing that. I don't think so. I don't think the Heat really have enough to trade for Dame is the problem. Jason Wallace could be Drew Holiday or Sport with Patrick Beverly. I just think I don't really know about. I mean, I think I do see him as like a Drew Holiday type guy. I just think he's going to be an impactful player. Every championship team needs those like hustle, nasty defensive type guys, and I think Jason Wallace is going to be one of those types of players. Hendricks and Lowry Markkinen, that's gonna be a fun pairing. Them two, you've got the defense of Walker Kessler alongside Taylor Hendricks too. Like that's gonna be a hell of a pairing. Wemby's pretty much mature, very calm disposition from the interview. If you want, watch Victor Wembanyama's interview with JJ Redick on his podcast. Like that made me an even bigger fan of Wemby than I already was. His insight, like just it feels like his perspective on everything. He just seems like an incredible guy, and like his outlook on everything, I really appreciate. Like genuinely, some really really insightful stuff. my biggest pet peeve of the draft. Each pick feels like 10 minutes. Yeah, we're over 2 hours in, and we're just on pick 16. Like, this is wild. There is a chance that maybe by pick 20, if we're not really seeing much, I may end up wrapping up the stream because I'm really tired, but we'll see. Having Taysom also on the floor at all times would be a nightmare for opposing guards for real. We're always gonna have a defender like that. Plus Shea had some defensive jumps this season. We saw him having a lot of defensive upside. Chet Holmgren too. The defense from him, like tired. It's 10 p.m. man, just playing. Yeah, I mean, I'm really not usually tired at this point, but I think making like 48 videos in the past few days has drained me a little bit. I had a summer camp earlier, and I'm so exhausted right now. I feel you. Hope that went well, big dude. Is Paul George my goat or not? Can't say he is. He's a Thunder legend, but totally kidding. Keontae George going to the Jazz. Cam Whitmore keeps falling. He's there for the Lakers. He's available. We'll see. Keontae before Cam is surprised. I can't believe Cam has fallen this far. Like this is feels almost unprecedented. Like this is even more than what we saw with Michael Porter Jr. where he fell to 14. Like this is more than that. I hope Cam goes soon, man. This is killing me. Taking the bet that the Lakers will take him based off prospects, it seems like the Lakers move to more health and go straight for potential. I mean, this could be the chance. We're gonna get one of those who was drafted before bids in the future with Cam. I think if a team takes Cam Whit like whoever takes Cam Whitmore at this point is going to be a winner of the draft just because they got the potential. Like I really feel like at this point, if you can just take the shot, take your shot. Let's go. Heat. I'm interested up here. Do you have anyone in particular you want to see the Heat take? I'm back. Come go Bulls. Good thing I brought my headphones to work. I appreciate you coming back in. Hopefully your Bulls are able to trade in at some point. Got to be some of the teams know about Whitmore that we don't. The medicals must be pretty bad. We'll see what happens here with the Lakers. I mean, this has to be the spot for Cam Whitmore, right? Hope it's something's not something too serious. I mean, there's gotta be something going on. Tariq Whitehead is also interesting. I don't know. I mean, Tariq Whitehead's another guy that the Lakers could take a chance on. They want to take a chance on someone, but I feel like at this point, just take the chance on Cam Whitmore if you're gonna take a chance on somebody. I've done too much research since he was in the middle of the draft. Hopefully, back up to Bam. Yeah, there's not too many bigs at this point that are projected to go here. James Najee could be a backup if you wanted to draft him as a center. He's a bit more raw, but I think he's someone who could develop pretty well in the Heat system because the Heat just seem to be great at player development in general. So maybe a guy like James Najee. Trying to think of some other bigger guys. He's not really a big, but Leonard Miller has some height. Maybe if you like, if you're going for kind of more of a four guy like Noah Clowney, Trey Jackson Davis, and what's up in Paul Pierce flashbacks. There's some Whitmore slide. This slide is crazy. Like Bilal has a lot of bust potential. Reminds me of Dante Exum. That's a name I haven't heard in a minute. Dante Exum. I don't know. I don't know if he kind of reminds me of Dante Exum. Exum also had some injury concerns. We'll see with Bilal, but I mean, I liked him a lot. I thought he might end up being on OKC, so I've kind of hyped him up in my head maybe a little bit, but I think he's gonna be good. Gotta text people back at some point whenever I end the stream. Can I interest you in some Costa Kufas highlights? You certainly cannot. Actually, yeah, you can. Thanks for the stream. Come look forward to the recap. Bye for now. Bye. See you later. Thank you so much for tuning in for the stream. You were here for a while. Really, I appreciate that. Yeah, I'm gonna do a full recap. Do like some of my favorite, like biggest winners of the draft. I'm definitely gonna do that. Like my favorite picks. So you are the biggest winner. I am the biggest winner. Maybe the Heat strike out in the draft, but a home run with an undrafted player. Whoever goes undrafted, Cam Whitmore's going to somehow go undrafted, and the Heat are going to pick him up, and he's going to be a stud. It's inevitable. Where is Cam Whitmore going to go? Is he a Laker? I think I saw somebody on chat say that he's not a Laker. He is not a Laker. Jalen Hood Shafino is a Laker. I do like the pick. I think Hood Shafino is going to be fun there in LA. Helps them build a little bit of guard depth when D'Lo's future's up in the air, Dennis Schroeder's is up in the air. I like Jalen Hood Shafino a lot for them at this spot. Jalen Hood Shafino is going to be really good. I like this game a lot. And now we've got Miami to see if they're the team that maybe Miami's the team that finally picks up Cam Whitmore. How much Casey and Wallace highlight videos you watching after this? A million. No way he falls out the first round. I don't think he's gonna fall out the first round. I think he's gonna go soon. What kind of injury does Whitmore have? We don't know for sure. Rumors are that maybe something with his knees, but like this is far. This is so far. Crazy. Yeah. Thumb injury. Like I think I came Whitmore falling to like 7 or 8. Does Wallace mean that Dort's time as the Thunder is up after this contract? I don't think so. I've seen a lot of people mention that, but I don't think that's a guarantee by any means. We still have to wait to see how Casey Wallace develops. Jalen had Shafino's birthday on Monday. Shout out to him. I don't know how I feel about the green suit, if I'm being honest. I think the problem is just the Lakers hat doesn't really work with it. But gonna be a culture shock going from Indiana to LA. Yeah, we'll see. You'll be all right. So we got 18 with Miami, Golden State with 19, Houston with 20. You look at the role Casey would play. Are we going full small or is he a bench guy? I think he's a bench guy, at least for now. Who's someone you want OKC to trade for if they decide to go out and get a star, Paul George? If we were to go out and get a star, I think like Siakam makes sense. He's bringing like a four, but at this, I mean, like a wing, like an OG Anunoby or Mikal Bridges. But at the same time, I don't think a trade is really necessary right now. I feel like a trade is something that we can explore later, maybe like this next offseason. I mean, so he'll start for Dort probably by the end of the season. Asher, I'd be stunned if you start for Dort by the end of the season. So Woj is talking about bad workouts and not great interviews as part of the reason why he's falling. Woj, Woj talking about bad individual workouts, not great interviews being a problem. There's rumors of the injury issues as well. So I guess that's why he's fallen so much. You know how to feel. Kane, I really like Jalen Hood-Schifino for y'all. I really like him for y'all. Hear me out here for Miami. Bryce Sensabaugh. I like the idea of a bucket getter, but at the same time, I don't know. I think this I mean, Cam Whitmore has to go at some point, right? Could it just be Miami? Could this be the spot? Josh, I don't know if he falls to his the 2nd round. I don't know. Need Tim to get on the phone now. There have been reports that the Rockets are trying to trade in this draft from 20. Maybe it is for Whitmore. I mean, are the Warriors gonna pick him up? I feel like there's no way he falls past the Rockets at 20. This feels like a chance that the Rockets would absolutely take. There was rumors that they liked him at 4 for a little while. If he does fall to the 2nd round, that would be a drastic fight. Yeah, there's no way. Whitmore is next IT at number 60. Man, this is rough. I feel so bad. I hate when guys are just having to chill in the green room and they keep falling. Like you said, what war crime did Cam Whitmore commit? Jaime Jaquez for the Heat, I like that pick. I like that. He Now that I'm thinking about it, he just feels like a Heat player. He feels like a guy that would be on the Heat. I really like Jaime Jaquez for Miami. Like, I'm surprised I didn't think about this more as a possibility. I love this selection for that. He's one of those guys that's gonna compete right from the get-go. He's gonna be a win now type of player. No Cam, it sounds good to me. Yeah, Peter, Jaime Jaquez, you're gonna love him. He's a really solid player. He's an older guy in the draft. He's more ready to kind of he's not like a raw prospect. He's gonna kinda give you an impact right away, and I love his fit with Miami. He feels like one of those players that would excel in the system. Yeah, Lil Candlestick, I agree. I don't think there's any way the Rockets pass on Whitmore if he's there at 20. There's no way. They will take it. Get on the phone myself. Yeah, of course, Peter, gotcha. For real. He all over him is a great way to put it. Yeah. Houston does take Whitmore, would he make KPJ or Jalen expendable in this scenario? I don't think so. More of like a wing type of guy. Why did Camp fall so far? Heard he had knee issues without those remarkable high school. I mean, maybe not. Like the medicals don't seem great. Apparently, his individual workouts weren't fantastic. His interviews weren't great according to Woj. So it just seems like there's a combination of those things and the injury issues that are causing him to fall. So I don't know. Yeah, Dylan, if Chris Murray is there when the Kings don't take him, it would be the craziest thing I've ever seen. They have to, like, legally obligated to take Chris Murray. Audio cutting in and out. I think my internet's bugging. I apologize, y'all. I'm gonna go listen to the audio on my phone real quick on the live stream. It's gonna be weird. Can I mute this real quick? I'm gonna where is where's my stream? Why is my stream not in my sub box? Yes, I'm subbed to myself, don't ask. Alright, I'm gonna mute myself for 1 second to just listen to I wanna hear what the audio sounds like. I got an ad on my own stream. Yeah, the stream isn't really loaded. I think my internet is what's being buggy. I apologize. Warriors could be a Colby Jones spot. I could see that. I could also see Chris Murray going here. Nathan Walsh is kind of upset to see it be in OKC. I did see that apparently he was kind of it seemed kind of iffy, but I'm pretty sure he's from Dallas or he's from that area somewhere in Texas. He probably just thought he was going there. It's probably just kind of a shock. I'm not really worried about it. I think Wizards legend end of an era. Audio is unclear. I think my internet's buggy, y'all. I apologize. I don't know what's going on with it. That's so strange. You know what I think it is? I think this now that I'm thinking about it, I think for some reason the stream is using my AirPod mic. I think that's the problem. And you know the worst part about this YouTube stream? I can't change that. It won't let me change that. I didn't set it as that, but I think that's what it might be doing. I'm 99% sure it's using my AirPod mic. The problem is if I take out my AirPods hmm, okay, let's see who the Warriors are taking. Oh, they took pods? I like that pickup. I like that pickup a lot. Okay, here's the problem. If I take out my AirPods, I don't know if it's gonna go to a new mic or if it's just gonna mess up the entire stream. Do I take the risk? Quick poll in the chat. Do I take the risk to see if I can fix it if I take the AirPods out? The stream might completely fall apart. Let me try it. I'll try it. I'll try it. I'm gonna take them out. All right. Can y'all hear me? If you can't hear me, this is a problem. Oh my god, is it way better? Was this was the problem the entire stream? Amazing, fantastic. I'm glad YouTube decided to do me dirty like that. I'm sorry it's been like that the entire time. Of course, that was the problem. Okay, I'll just turn on the stream over here on the side on lower volume. I could have done this from the beginning. I thought that might be the problem, but I mean, I selected this mic, so I'm glad this fixed it. It was a shame it took so long for me to actually fix this. I only did it 2 hours and 28 minutes in. Any big trades? Not really. There's no chance Cam Whitmore doesn't go to Houston here. There's no way. Peter, good luck with the homework. Yeah, King, the audio was so clear because it was using my AirPod mic the whole time. I'm legitimately so upset that it's been using that because I was going to post my direct reaction from this Jason Wallace pick. Instead, I'm going to have to go back and record it because I don't want to upload that audio. I'm so sorry it's been using this the whole time. No wonder it sounded so bad. I don't know why I didn't go and check earlier. That's my fault. It's bad again. My internet also, I think, is being kind of buggy. Hello? I keep cutting in and out. I think there's something up with it's back, and maybe it wasn't the AirPod mic. What I mean, it was an immediate fix. I don't know. My internet might just be struggling. When I hold my mic, it sounds fine. The mic also just be off. Maybe I'll just hold it. I'll just hold it really close to my mouth, and we'll be good. Can I recap the draft? Every pick? I could. I mean, let me see if I've got a thing up. I can NBA. Oh, don't need Google images. Recap the whole draft for you. I got you. I'll do it. When I get close, it's good. I don't know why this is fixing the problem, but we'll take it. Full draft. I have an athletic subscription. Why is it giving me problems? Where is this full draft? Okay, NBA.com must have it. Full vid, next vid full draft recap, pick by pick and breakdown. I could do that. That would kind of be a lot. I mean, it might not be the worst. I might just be like a biggest winners and losers are like my favorite picks of the draft. Okay, draft so far. Victor Wembanyama, first to the Spurs. Hornets take Brandon Miller, 2. Blazers take Scoot Henderson, 3. Rockets, Amin Thompson, 4. Pistons, Asor Thompson, 5. Anthony Blackett, 6 to the Magic. Pacers get Bilal Coulibaly and trade him to the Wizards at 7. Wizards get Jarrett Walker, trade him to the Pacers at 8. Taylor Hendricks at 9 to the Jazz. At 10, the Thunder take Casey Wallace in a trade with the Mavericks. The Magic get Jet Howard. The Thunder trade Derek Lively's right to the Mavericks at 12. Raptors take Grady Dick at 13, 14 Jordan Hawkins, 15 Kobe Buffkin, 16 Keontae George to the Jazz. Lakers take Dion Hood-Schifino at 17, 18 the Heat draft Tony Hawkins Jr. And at 19, the Golden State Warriors get Pods. And I think this is Cam Whitmore here. I would be surprised if it wasn't. We might wrap after this, like legitimately right as I fix the mic issue for the most part. Although apparently it's still buggy. I'm gonna pull up the stream again and see what this sounds like. I'm gonna just have to talk like this forever. Maybe I'll just buy a replacement mic soon. Yeah, why is it cutting out like that? Next time I'm streaming through YouTube at the moment. Maybe next time I'll stream through StreamYard or something else because it seems like the direct YouTube stream is not working. Yeah, I think the YouTube stream is not the way to go. I think next time I'll do it through StreamYard onto YouTube when Twitch arc starts now. I don't know. I like being able to stream through the channel, but I think maybe doing it through a third party, or maybe I just do it through OBS might be better. We hate to see it. The Rockets have to take Cam Whitmore here, right? Did they take Cam? We haven't seen it officially yet. I'm seeing some people in chat saying that the Rockets got him. I don't know if they're just assuming or if we know that the pick's been made, but honestly, one of my favorite channels right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate HDX. I'm so sorry, y'all, that the mic quality's been bad this whole time. I really don't know what's going on. It looks like Cam Whitmore's going 20 to the Rockets. Sam, thunder up. It's not too bad. I know, but like the mic is supposed to have really good it's supposed to sound like my videos do. So maybe it might honestly be a Wi-Fi thing. I don't know. Alright, Cam Whitmore officially goes to Houston. There's rumors he coulda gone 4 and they get him at 20, so even if there's injury concerns, I really like this swing for the Rockets. Going to dinner, little candlestick. I appreciate you tuning into the stream. I think I might wrap here, to be honest, with Cam Whitmore getting drafted. We've got the Mets with a couple of picks, but I'm really tired. I have not eaten. I didn't have any dinner before this, so I'm gonna go eat something, I think, and I'm gonna record some videos for y'all. I'm gonna wait till the end of the draft, I think, and then I'm gonna do a like kind of my winners of the draft type thing. Asher Stan's up at 29. Bro, I can't. I'm so hungry. I'm starving. I want to do more streams like this. I don't know what specifically about. Maybe we'll do a stream for last year. I did a stream like right as free agency started. So maybe I'll do one of those again. I think it's July 4th again, or right around that time. So maybe I'll do another one of those, which would be super fun. So I'll hopefully be here for that. I'm sorry the audio has been so bad. I appreciate all y'all that stuck with me through this. Y'all are the best. Thank you again for 30,000 subscribers. That's absurd to me. This stream has gone a lot longer than I thought it was going to because I forgot the first round takes like 3 hours. So I appreciate you all. Take care. And yeah, hope you have a good rest of your night. Hope your team drafted who you wanted to. If you didn't have a draft pick, hope you have a good offseason. Take care. I'll see you all some point soon for another stream. And the audio will be better next time. Look out for a couple of videos about the draft in the next couple of days. Maybe even one tonight. We'll see how I'm feeling. But yeah, I'll see y'all later.